In this video net interview, I'm talking to Mark Christie, Joint CEO at ioko. Hello, Mark.
Hi.
You've announced at the show that you've now been certified to develop applications for the Samsung Internet TV platform. Can you just tell me the significance of that?
Well, I think for us it's very significant because connected TVs by 2014, I think 90% of TVs sold will have some kind of internet connectivity. So that's opening up a new market, a new platform to allow our broadcasters and pay TV operators to deliver their content, their programming onto these new devices. So I think it's an important step as a system integrator working with our customers to be able to have this capability internally to be able to develop and deploy applications and widgets onto connected TV platforms.
Okay, I mean you've already got one customer for an application which was LoveFilm. You did
Yes.
the player for them for,
Yes.
for the Samsung devices. So is it mainly an over-the-top market, or do you think that it will be for traditional broadcasters and pay TV?
Well, I think for traditional broadcasters, I think it's a great way of actually delivering their catch-up content to the main TV in a kind of a lean-back experience. Up till now, predominantly most of their video-on-demand content has been delivered to the PC, some mobile devices as well. But I think being able to watch content at any time from the broadcasters on the TV is where the broadcasters want to get to.
And it looks like this could be a game changer for everybody, really, just the service providers over the top, much bigger market for them potentially.
Absolutely, I think being able to deliver to the TV is the vision of where content providers and services on the internet want to get to, and it is a large game changer and very disruptive as well in terms of how CE manufacturers are going to start bundling content offerings with their televisions. I mean, this is a completely new market for them.
And the people who look most at threat, if anybody is the pay TV operator. Now you mentioned them as a potential customer.
I think so, because pay TV operators, they've got the kind of content-centric strategies of being able to extend their subscription packages beyond their set-top boxes. So it does present an opportunity, but also a threat for them as well. And I'm sure different pay TV operators will handle this in different ways.
So how would it look if you were a pay TV operator? I mean, how do you get yourself on that Samsung or Sony television, and what does it look like to a consumer?
Well, I think a lot of pay TV operators have been investing in their back-end platforms to deliver to multiple devices. So if you take Sky, for example, they're delivering to the PC, to the Xbox, to Fetch TVs, devices. So they're already starting to build their platforms on the back end. And then on the front end, they've got to make sure it's a consistent user experience. So if that person's a Sky subscriber, they should be able to watch that content with whatever device that they have in front of them.
And do you think that pay TV operators or broadcasters can monetize this content in a new way on the connected TV?
Absolutely. I think perhaps not in a new way, but definitely in terms of extending their existing kind of business models. So for the broadcasters, it's usually an advertising funded model. So we've already done proof of concepts in terms of how we can show really good kind of pre-roll advertising with no buffering delivered over the internet to these connected TVs, and then of course the main programming. So I think there's definitely an opportunity to kind of expand their existing business models to connected TVs.
And presumably once you get into online, which it really is, can you start targeting those ads?
Absolutely. So this two-way engagement with your customers and understanding from analytics what your customers are viewing and how they're viewing that content helps to kind of form decisions of what content the broadcasters should be going out and purchasing or creating. And then also understanding your customers a little bit more in terms of what they're interested in does help on the targeted advertising front.
Okay, and this is your first deal with a CE vendor, I believe.
Yes, it is.
I mean, can we assume that others will follow?
Yes, I think, again, from our customers' perspective, they would expect us to be able to deliver their kind of user experience to all these connected devices. So we hope to be signing some more deals in the future.
Okay, and is it difficult to develop it for each platform? Is there any commonality between them?
There are emerging standards, but each platform is different at the moment, and I'm sure as this market matures, those standards will actually mature as well. But I think there's quite rightly the CE manufacturers want to run accreditation programs because it is a TV and these services have got to be stable and got to be able to scale. So we're really pleased that we've been accepted by Samsung onto their accreditation program.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. It's nice speaking to you.
And thank you as well.
Thanks.
Thank you.